Welcome back, or maybe for the first time, to the MacBook Screencasting series. My name is Brett Bradley, and in this video, we are going to be looking at the system preferences and everything that is housed there, and how you can go about making changes to everything that's housed there. So, with that being said, the first thing that we want to do is find the system preferences on our computer, and the easiest way to go about finding it, it will probably be on your dock, but if it doesn't show up when you first get your computer, you want to go up to the Apple logo menu and then just click on it and then select System Preferences, and then you have the System Preferences interface. And also notice too is that every time you are in a particular application, program, what have you, the name of that program will be indicated up here beside the Apple logo. So if I clicked on the desktop, which is the Finder, it's going to change to Finder, and then it's not highlighted on System Preference. But I jump back in, you see those changes being made. So we're going to go right through the list as far as from left to right. So the first thing we want to do is jump into General. And so on General, that's just going to cover the general appearance of your computer. So, like highlighting color. For example, I changed that to green. And so when I go make highlights, you'll see that it's green. Tons of options to go through. So the choice is yours as far as what your highlight color is, what you want it to be. Default web browser, that may be something. So if you're using Google Chrome a lot, Google Drive, you want to change that to Google Chrome instead of another one. So if you have, happen to have like Firefox or even Safari comes on as a default web browser for your computer. But you see I have mine to Google Chrome. And also you have some other options that, it doesn't necessarily have to be checked. There's nothing that says that you have to go about doing that, but it's just, again, personal preferences. So that's the general options that you have. Desktop and screensaver, that's going to be just changing your backgrounds. So if you want to go in and select a background, you have your list of folders and pictures over here to choose from. You can go in and basically add more if you would like by hitting the plus button, and then just selecting what folder or pictures that you want. But you can go in and select the desktop background. You can go in and click on screensaver and have a screensaver set up. You can have preferences as far as starting the screensaver after a certain amount of time. Going back to the desktop, you can even go and change your pictures. So that's the desktop screensaver, how to get different images on your computer as a background and a screensaver. The third option here is dock, and this is very important because that is going to be basically your shortcuts. So if you are someone that likes to create a lot of icons to get, basically to navigate easier from place to place, this dock is going to be very handy because you can change the size, the magnifications. You'll notice that when I hover over a certain application or folder, that it magnifies. You can hit left, right, or bottom as far as where you want to position your dock. Minimizing windows, it's just they got two different effects. I like the genie one. It looks like it's being sucked into a bottle, as you see right there. And so you have those other 5 options as well. So that's the dock preferences. Mission control, I don't even use this too often, and I haven't recently as of late. So I think you would be good to maybe stray away from mission control for right now, but that's something we will cover later. Language and region, that's going to be where you're just going to basically have your preferred language set up, when the first day of the week, the calendar, what calendar you're using, so on and so forth. So you can go make those changes there. Security and privacy. This is a pretty big one, and you'll also notice too that the little lock icon comes up. So anytime I want to make changes to this particular set of preferences, I have to go in and click the lock, and then go in and actually put in my password that I use to log in or log on to my computer or my MacBook, and then I'm going to hit unlock. So Once you unlock it, then it gives you access to make any changes that you want. Um, Something that this is just keeps you safe, as far as whether it be for your Apple ID or downloading applications online. File Vault, I don't have that turned on, but this would basically encrypt your disk. So some people maybe want to do this. If you turn on File Vault, it will give you a 16-digit encryption code that you have to make sure you write down, and that's the only way to basically recover your data if you forget your password, and recovery key, as you see down there. Firewall, I do have the firewall turned on. I would recommend maybe turn that on just to kind of prevent harmful things from getting onto your machine. And privacy, that's basically if you have whether it be an Apple mobile or whatever type of brand mobile device, that's where you can go in and set your location services to whatever apps that you have, and just different privacy when it comes to these applications that are on your device. The only other thing, so once you get that set how you like it and where you feel comfortable, you can just go in and click on the lock, and so that locks it in, so no further changes will be made accidentally. Spotlight, if you click on that, this will be the Spotlight search up here. So you're basically going in and setting what kind of things that you would like for Spotlight to search when you happen to use Spotlight. You have privacy, so you can set privacy if you don't want to search in certain locations, but I basically have every single one. The only one I don't have is Bing web searches, because I don't use Bing. So if I go into my Spotlight up here on the right rather, I can do a Spotlight search for anything that I'm trying to find on my computer. So if I'm trying to find GarageBand, for example, and you notice that it automatically fills it in, it will go and give you a top hit. It will even suggest like websites. So you'll soon see how important and how good a friend Spotlight search will be to you when you start getting more applications and files and folders on your MacBook. You would definitely, I would probably guess, use that a lot. Notifications, similar to your phone, you can actually have notifications for your applications on your MacBook. So, oops, let me go back in there. You just go in, and it's going to look very similar if you have an Apple mobile device, but you're going in and setting up these notifications, and it's just an alert that will come up on your MacBook. So every time you happen to download a new application or what have you, you can set different alerts for those applications. And that is going to conclude part 1 of our screencast over the system preferences.